Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of 100 Yards and Running. I am your host, Reggie. The playoffs are officially set. The AFC and the NFC championship games are officially set. But before I get to that, I have some breaking news. The Ravens are hiring Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter as their new head coach. This goes after John Harbaugh signing a 5-year, $120 million deal to be the New York Giants head coach. So now the Giants got their head coach and John Harbaugh, and now the Ravens have their head coach and Jesse Minter as their new head coach. Now, let's get to these divisional championship games were played this weekend, and it is set. The first game was very emotional for both teams because we had Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills going against Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos in Denver. The winner of this game goes to the AFC Championship game. Now, this game did not disappoint. Both quarterbacks did not disappoint. Josh Allen playing like the MVP caliber that I know Josh Allen can be. And also, Bo Nix is showing why that he's the future in Denver. Unfortunately, late in this game went into overtime, and it was announced that quarterback Bo Nix has broken his ankle, and he is out for the rest of the season. So, with that being said, the turnovers in this game for Buffalo did not help them at all. Denver capitalized on each turnover. They put up points. Josh Allen couldn't get back on the field. And Bo Nix did what Bo Nix was supposed to do while he was injured, got his team in field goal range. And for the first time since the Peyton Manning era, the Denver Broncos shell shocked the Buffalo Bills and beat the Buffalo Bills in overtime by a score of 33-30. The Denver Broncos are headed back to the AFC Championship game for the first time since the Peyton Manning era. And with that being said, like I said earlier, Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season with a broken ankle. So going into the AFC Championship game, the Broncos will start their secondary quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, but to play against who? Moving to the NFC Divisional Playoff game in Seattle, ladies and gentlemen, we had Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks going against Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this game, let's face it, it was a butt whooping for Seattle, up and down from start to finish in this game. Coming from the New Orleans Saints, Rashid Shaheed started this game with a 97-yard touchdown drive, sparking Seattle, and Seattle could not stop putting up points. Meanwhile, San Francisco only kicking 2 field goals is not going to cut it in the divisional round. This game was a butt whooping from start to finish, and the Seattle Seahawks creamed the San Francisco 49ers. They creeped them. A shout out to my brother, Salad Thought. You already know what it is. But the Seahawks crushed the 49ers by a score of 41-6. And the Seattle Seahawks will host one half of the NFC Championship games. And that brings us to divisional round Sunday, where Sunday we also had 2 close games where it was CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans going to Foxborough to take on Drake May and the New England Patriots. Now, we all know the story with the Patriots. This will be the Patriots' first time in winning a Super Bowl without Tom Brady. They don't have Bill Belichick. What can they do? Can they bring another championship to Foxborough? Can they bring another championship to New England? The Patriots played at home. This game was not disappointing for the Patriots, but it was for CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. I mean, I get that everybody was bragging about Houston's defense all year long. They were saying that Houston had the best defense in the league, well, one of the best defenses in the league, and the Patriots were not afraid to take on that defense at home. Like that was a video game score talking about the Seattle and San Francisco game. I mean, you made Sam Darnold look like he was Peyton Manning, and Brock Purdy couldn't even show up, and losing George Kittle in that game wasn't helping San Francisco either. But going back to Texans Patriots, CJ Stroud and these turnovers with that offensive line, that was the struggle in Houston all year long. And I've said it since week number 1. The problem with Houston is not the defense. It is the offense. It is CJ Stroud not taking the time to believe in his line, and his receivers are hurt. That's another thing. And him getting sacked 4 or 5 times and turning over the ball and fumbling the ball, it's not going to cut it in Houston. And this is why the Texans need to work on their offensive line. But until they do that, I don't see Houston going anywhere in the future unless they get over the issues of not turning over the football and play a team like the Patriots at home in Foxborough is not going to cut it. Drake May was throwing touchdowns. The running game was on point. The defense was on point, and putting up 16 points and scoring late in the second half against this Patriots team is not going to cut it. The Patriots shot the Texans, beat the best defense in the NFL, and the Patriots defeated the Texans by a score of 28-16, which means next week, ladies and gentlemen, and Championship Sunday, we will have the Broncos against the Patriots. Who y'all got? I'm making my Super Bowl picks on this show, and I'm going to say I told you so, and that's game number 1. Now we're in the AFC Championship game. We got the Broncos, and we got the Patriots. In Denver, can the Patriots be the Road Warriors and win on the road, or is Denver's defense going to bring them to another Super Bowl ring? All the turnovers you add, and hey, I said it, brother. Like those turnovers that the Texans was doing, CJ Stroud couldn't. He didn't even have much time to get the ball down the field. Why? Because that offensive line all year have been suspect, and they could not protect their quarterback. Their defense was great. Now I give it to them. They got dogs on the defensive end that's going to get after your quarterback and get after the running back. But as long as your offense is not putting up the points, and you cannot protect your quarterback, and your running back can't get past 5-6 yards, your team is not going anywhere. I don't see Houston making any improvements. Nico Collins is out, and that's another thing that's going on with the Houston Texans. They need a secondary receiver that is going to help Nico Collins out. He's the Batman who can be his Robin. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in Houston, but we will see next year. Broncos is taking it. We're going to talk about that, but that's the AFC Championship game. Now, we know the Seattle Seahawks crushed the 49ers, punching their ticket to the NFC Championship game. But against who? There is 2 more teams in the divisional round, and only one can go. We have Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears going against Matthew Stafford and those LA Rams. Now you're in Chicago. It was cold out there. They call Chicago the Windy City for a reason. And it was snowing out there at the same time. So with that being said, this game was going could have went either way. Bears started off red hot. DeAndre Swift was running the ball, getting his team in position to score. The receivers stepped up. Caleb Williams actually looked like he could take the Bears to their first NFC Championship game in a long time. But the Rams was as hungry as they were. This game ended and revelation and it was a revelation in this game. And at the end of reservation, it was tied at 17. Going into OT, the Rams got the ball back. Both teams couldn't get the ball, so the next point wins the game. Both teams had a chance to control the ball. Both teams 3 and out. So with that being said, with the new rule going on in the NFL, where both teams have a chance to score, and the game must be won by a touchdown. If both teams possess the ball and none of these teams score a touchdown, the next point wins the game. So the Bears had their possession in overtime, 3 and out. Rams had their possession. Matthew Stafford looking like the MVP that he had, and Precious Nakua and Devontae Adams. You see, Batman and Robin, you have to give Sean McVay the credit for bringing this team together. Now, we haven't seen the Rams and the Super Bowl since they had Aaron Donald, and Sean McVay was a rookie coach that year, and the Rams won the championship. Now he's in a position to bring the Rams right back to a particular position and a familiar position that they were in when they won the Super Bowl years ago. Can they get it done and punch their ticket to this year's Super Bowl? They did in overtime, stopping Caleb Williams and the Bears, and the Rams, with the last second in the field by a field goal, punched their ticket to the NFC Championship game by defeating the Bears, and this was a close one, by a score of 20-17. Now, if I'm Caleb Williams, hold your head up high because you're young. You got the talent in the world to be better than Dak Prescott in Dallas. So hold your head up high, Caleb Williams. We see potential in you. We know that you got that animal in you to lead your team close to an NFC Championship game. Most teams can't say that. Kalani, shout out to my niece out there. Hello, my niece out there in Mississippi, in the Mississippi area. So, with that being said, the NFC Championship game is set. We got the Rams going to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Sunday starting at 3:30, where we have the Broncos going against the Patriots. Now, this game, like I said, if Bo Nix was playing, it would be a different outcome. But you got Jarrett Stidham. We don't know how he's going to come out. And I don't know if the Broncos are going to have his back. The Super Bowl's on the line. Now, this is an elite defense that shocked many by taking the number one spot, knocking Mahomes and others out of the playoffs. And you got Sean Payton as your coach. That's another factor. But I got the Patriots in this game. Why? They're hungry. The way Mike Vrabel came from Tennessee to New England, being a former Patriot himself, coaching this team. You got Stephon Diggs backing up Drake May. He's a dangerous threat. and he still could be a dangerous wide receiver. I don't care what anybody says. Facts are facts. I got the Patriots taking this game in overtime by a field goal, leading me up to the NFC Championship game, where you got the Seahawks battling the Rams. I think this game is also going to be in overtime, but if I had to pick a team that is going to lead into the Super Bowl, I got to go with Sean McVay. I got to go with the MVP himself and Matthew Stafford. I can't go against Devontae Adams and Precious Nakua. They've been Batman and Robin all year long. I got the Rams upsetting the Seahawks at home, where here you have it, Super Bowl. I got the Rams. I got the Patriots. I got two Cinderella stories coming up, and there you have my picks going into the Super Bowl. Folks, Championship Sunday is right around the corner. This is going to get real interesting. Don't forget, Championship Sunday, 3:30 Eastern for the AFC Championship game, 6:30 Eastern for the NFC Championship game. Folks, it's getting gritty. I gave y'all my Super Bowl picks. Let me know if I'm wrong. I got the Patriots against the Rams in the Super Bowl. Now, who's going to take it? I'm going to talk about that next week after Championship Sunday. That was this week's edition of 100 Yards and Running. I'm your host with the most, Reg, with the best. What can I say? I'm the best sports podcaster that you can sit back and enjoy to and ride to, just to get some good stats and good football. That's what I'm about, baby, and I deliver to my fans. Folks, don't forget, Championship Sunday coming in. Tune in next week, same time, same channel, same place. I'm your boy Reg. Peace and love. We out. See y'all next week. Cut. Mel, if you can hear me. No. Hmm. Yep, I am still live. So, like I said, Championship Sunday, right around the corner. I gave y'all my Super Bowl picks. Now, who gonna win the Super Bowl is to be determined. Good games coming up, good football coming up, and there we have it. We got Broncos, Pats, we got Seahawks, Rams. Who is going to take these games and who is going to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl? Now, I know everybody's excited in the Super Bowl because it was announced that Grammy Award winner Bad Bunny will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, a lot of people wasn't excited about this, but a lot of people were excited about this. I think it's well deserved. Bad Bunny is an international artist who carries himself really well. You really see him in the news. But the Super Bowl should be interesting. These championship games should be interesting. So let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm your boy Reg. That's what this week's show. Tune in next week as I am going to say goodbye to you again. Peace and love to all of y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace and love. Peace and blessings. And we out of here. Same time, same channel, same station. Peace. Cut, Mel. I know you're busy. Oh, I'm still live. We still going. You can cut now, Mel. Mel. Like I said, forgive us. My brother's engineer, he can be busy in the back, but yeah, this is what we do as a family. We deliver the best sports and the best all around shows to the best fans in the world, which is you guys. You guys tune in every week, and it's a blessing to us that you guys tune in every week. We try to give y'all the best, make you feel good, give y'all the best news, give y'all the best sports news, make you feel good about yourself. We talk about everything here on this show, and the goal is to try to make each other feel good and to keep striving and doing what we do best, and that is to keep delivering good content, putting smiles on your face. It makes us feel good and makes us know that we're delivering good content to you guys each and every week. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to sign off once again. Tune in next week, AFC, NFC championship games. Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks, Rams. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? I'm going to have a poll going up. Give me your picks, and I will probably put it on next week's show, and we can talk about who is going to punch their ticket to Super Bowl. I think what this is 60? Super Bowl 60. That's crazy, y'all. The Super Bowl for 60 years. That's how long I've been. Well, I'm 43, but that's crazy. This Super Bowl is crazy. Last year we had Kendrick killing it with the Super Bowl halftime show. Let's see what Bad Bunny do this year. I think he's going to have a successful halftime show. Like I said, he's a Grammy nominated artist who everybody falls in love with because everybody loves Bad Bunny and his music. But like I said, I'm going to try to sign out once again. I know my brother is busy in the background. I'm going to try to sign off again. I think we're going to make that happen. We can make that happen. We'll talk. But yeah, this is what we do on this show. Tune in next week. Tune in next week. AFC, NFC championship game. I'm going to have a poll. Who y'all got? Do y'all got the Broncos or do y'all got the Patriots for the AFC? Do y'all got the Seahawks or do you got the Rams for the NFC? Like I said, I gave y'all my picks. I got the Rams going against the Patriots in Super Bowl 60. Who's going to win it? To be determined. It's too early to call, but looking at these teams and look at the way that they're being coached and look at the way that they're playing, it's a Cinderella story for each team either way. But for me, a good Super Bowl would be Pats against the Rams. Now, if Seattle could punch their ticket to the Super Bowl and shock me and prove me wrong, what Sam Darnold has been doing, I just don't see this happening. I think that Seattle's momentum is going to get stopped. I think the Rams defense is just a little bit better than Seattle's defense. Looking into this game, I know Seattle's playing at home. I know the Super Bowl is a lot on the line. But if I have to bet money on this game, I'm betting on a veteran quarterback who's been there before and who's not going to fold under pressure, and Matthew Stafford, because he knows what it's like to be in big games like this and be in a Super Bowl the way that he's been in a Super Bowl. And I think that this team can make it happen. As far as the Patriots and the Broncos is concerned, like I said, Bo Nix being out in this game and Jarrett Stidham starting, the Broncos better hope that their defense is able to keep up points and battle this team to a Super Bowl ring for their quarterback Bo Nix. I think the Patriots defense is going to be too much for Jarrett Stidham to handle. I think Bo Nix has another outstanding game. He's had an outstanding year. And I think the Patriots is going to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl for the first time in the Tom Brady era. And all of a sudden, we're going to see these Patriot fans jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh, I've been a Patriots fan. Oh, the Patriots are the future because the Patriots have the most Super Bowl rings. We all know why. We're not going to get into Goat Brady, who's now a Fox analyst on another show. But yeah, that's the way it is. So, like I said, I think the Patriots momentum is going to be too much for Seattle to handle. And I think the Patriots punched their ticket to Super Bowl 60 playing the LA Rams. So there you have my pick for the AFC and NFC championship game. Like I said, I'm going to try to wind this up once again. I'm your boy Reg. Tune in next week. AFC, NFC championship game. Broncos, Pats, Seahawks, Rams. Peace and love. Peace and blessings. I'm your boy. We out. Peace. You can cut it now, Mel. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mel.